In this candy apple tutorial, not only will I show you how to make Frosty Magical Winter Wonderland Chocolate Caramel Apples, but I am also adding in Winter Wonderland Chocolate Strawberries as a bonus. As you get ready to decorate your beautiful Christmas treat tables, I hope this candy apple tutorial will inspire you to make the best chocolate caramel apples in town. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and activate all notifications. This is Candy Apple TV with DIY Queen Diva. If your Granny Smith apples are still green like this, you haven't stripped down the wax. Your apples need to look like this, not like this. Here's my candy apple cleaning method at the top right of your screen. You will need 1 cup of butter. I am using sea salted butter, therefore I do not need to add salt in my recipe. You melt your butter, you add both 1 cup of light brown sugar and 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1 cup of light corn syrup. You will also need 1 tablespoon of vanilla and 1 cup of sweetened condensed milk. You want to stir your ingredients before putting your caramel apple recipe on the stove. 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Stir your ingredients really well before putting on the stove. Now, what did I forget? Put down in the comments one of the main ingredients that I forgot. I had forgot to put it in until I put this caramel apple recipe on the stove, because once it is on the stove, you have to continue to stir like this until your caramel reaches in between 230 to 235. Yes, you are correct if you said sweetened condensed milk. As I was stirring this caramel apple recipe, I was like, something don't feel right. And then I realized I didn't put in the sweetened condensed milk. Now here we go. You need to stir this really well and keep stirring like this, guys. Do not stop until your caramel reaches in between 230 to 235, and then you take it off the stove. Your caramel will start looking like this in 10 minutes. Between 10 to 12 minutes, your caramel will start boiling. Keep stirring. In 20 minutes, it's done. It's thicker. It's more, you will be able to tell with the texture that it's done. But always have a candy thermometer. So this is what my caramel looks like after sitting for about 10 minutes. Dip your Granny Smith apple into your caramel apple recipe. You want to scrape the bottom of your apple to get the extra caramel off, and then place it on parchment paper. So I will do this for all 6 apples. This caramel apple recipe makes 10 to 12 caramel apples. Tilt your candy apple pot. Put your Granny Smith apple in the caramel and rotate your apple. Take your caramel apple out. Scrape your caramel apple on the side of the pot to get rid of the extra caramel on the bottom of your apple. Once you are done, place it on parchment paper. Repeat the process for the remaining caramel candy apples. Melt your Ghirardelli chocolate. You melt your chocolate by putting 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil in your cup, your microwavable cup. Then you place it in the microwave for 30 seconds 2 times. This is the first 30 seconds. Stir your chocolate up and then place it back in the microwave for another 30 seconds. As you can see, the chocolate is melting. Okay, now this is the chocolate. After the second 30 seconds, the chocolate is completely melted. Stir it up. Now you will let your chocolate just sit for about 15-20 minutes before you dip your caramel apples. These apples are wide, so I had to transfer my chocolate into this glass cup. You dip your caramel apple in the chocolate. Let the chocolate drizzle off your caramel apple, and then scrape the bottom of your apple gently on the side of your glass cup or your regular cup. Repeat the process for all of your apples. As you can see, I did not put my glitter on right away because I do not want the chocolate to fall off once I start putting the glitter on. So about time, I only have 6 apples. So about time I dip all of my apples, my chocolate still should be wet because you do want your chocolate wet, but not right after dipping your chocolate apple, if that makes sense, because your sprinkles can pull the chocolate off. You'll have just a big glob of sprinkles and chocolate. This is Michael's crystal sugars. So it's basically Michael's sprinkles. It's white, and the reason why I like this is because it has like that silver effect too, but I really like it. But when you're putting your sprinkles on, be careful and not touch the apple like I did, but the sprinkles will cover it anyways. Here I have a fondant snowflake, and I just have a damp treat brush to apply just a little water. It's just damp, and if it doesn't stick like this, you can add chocolate, or you can just remove a little sprinkle so your fondant piece can stick, but you can use chocolate as well and it'll stick. So what you need to do is put it on your apple and leave your hand on the fondant piece until your fondant snowflake is attached. Be careful and do not touch your apple or you're going to mess it up like this. Now I am putting a little sprinkle on it to cover it. This is cute. And I will do the same thing for all of my apples. Attach your snowflake, and let me show you how I cut out my snowflakes using a snowflake cookie stamp cutter. For your snowflake fondant, you need some fondant. Cut your snowflake out with your cookie stamp cutter. You may need to go around in a circle until you get the fondant into your cutter. You can take a toothpick or a fondant tool and take out the extra fondant surrounding the snowflake. Once you're done, just turn it over and pop it out. Pop that baby out. There you go. For my strawberries, I do the same thing that I did with my apples, except for I put 2 toothpicks in the strawberries. I use a foam board. You can get a foam board from Walmart, Dollar Tree, and I wrap mine up in aluminum foil, or you can use plastic wrap. And you just turn your strawberries upside down and place it in the foam so you don't have that flat bottom on your strawberries. Pull your leaves up towards the toothpick and dip your strawberry in the chocolate until it's fully covered. You need to shake off any extra chocolate. You may need to tap on your wrist to get the extra chocolate off. I am shaking my sprinkles over my chocolate covered strawberry until the strawberry is fully covered. I will attach the fondant snowflakes the same way that I attach them on the caramel chocolate apples. Now, they do come in 3 different sizes as far as the snowflakes: large, medium, and small. I will use the smaller ones. I am going to add another snowflake, and I am just going to put a dab of water on the back of this snowflake and attach it to the other fondant piece. If you have enjoyed this chocolate caramel apple tutorial, make sure you stay tuned to watch my next candy apple tutorials coming up right here on Candy Apple TV. I'll see you in a few seconds over in my next video.